Hi there, my name is Eric Heimlich, and I am a Full Focus certified pro. And I am excited to be able to help leaders like you to be able to take the things that you're doing to a whole new level. I think it was James Clear that said in his book Atomic Habits, we don't rise to the level of our goals, we fall to the level of our systems. And what I find is that most leaders, what they really need is a system that will help them to make progress in the areas that are really important to them. And so that's one of the reasons why I am so excited to be able to share with you the full focus system. One of the things that the full focus system does is to give you a proven process that will help you. So if you are struggling with drop tasks, with a lack of direction, with too much busyness, with inescapable distractions, and with the things that, everybody as a leader struggles with, I want to encourage you to take a look at this system. Many times we have dreams, but they're just so far out there. They're so distant that we just don't feel like that we're even making progress towards them. And the problem is not a lack of goals. The problem is that you don't have a system. And so it was back in 2017 that I started using Full Focus and the Full Focus Planner, and it was a game changer for me personally. When I began to use this, it began to give me a central storehouse for the tasks. So before I had all these little notebooks and lists all kinds of places. Well, the Full Focus Planner gave me a place to be able to keep all those things together. It also helped me to begin pursuing worthwhile goals. So before I was just kind of all over the place, going lots of different directions, doing lots of things, but it really helped me to focus in on the goals that were really important. And so, how you write your goals matters. And this is one of the things that is emphasized in the full focus system. Doing this will give you clear priorities. Every day you have a big three for the day. Every week you have a big three for the week. And so you are able to really keep your priorities clear and your goals are always in front of you. In the very beginning of every planner are your annual goals and the goal details to say, what is it that I'm really trying to accomplish? And so we really shift from trying to get everything done to trying to get the right things done. And that's the key, really, to making progress and moving forward. And then there's consistent accountability. Every day as I complete my daily rituals, one of the things that I do as part of my shutdown routine is set my big three for the next day and evaluate how did it go today? At the end of every week, there is a weekly review. And so, what that does is it helps me to think what were the big wins last week? What are the things that I need to do differently next week? And it provides me with consistent accountability. I have to look back at the big three that I set for that past week and say, did I really accomplish what I said I was going to do? And the next thing is it gives you an actionable plan. It's not just, let's try some of this and see if it happens, but there are specific steps, again, that are being laid out. And so it brings those dreams into the present. As Michael Hyatt says, it's distilling our dreams into daily actions. And so, really, what is the full focus system? It really focuses in on five key practices. One, goal setting. So there's smarter goals, setting goals that are specific, that are measurable, that are actionable and there's an acronym for all five of those. But then setting goals uh, in a way that creates constraint. So not just I want to accomplish these 50 things, but setting really 7 to 10 annual goals. It creates constraint on a quarterly basis, on a weekly basis, and on a daily basis. Every day, I have to decide what are the big three for this day. Yes, I may need to get 15 things done, but what are the top three things that I really need to be focusing in on? So, not only does it focus in on goal setting and creating constraint, but also on reflection. Many times as leaders, we're just kind of always working. But the best way to be working is to be working on the right things and in the right order. And so each day, as you plan and then work and then review the work that you're doing, and you do that on a daily basis and on a weekly basis, on a quarterly basis, what's going to happen is that as you reflect on the work that you've done, it's going to get better. And so number four is planning. Obviously, it's a planner. And so having a weekly preview really helps you to make the most of your week. Having a quarterly preview helps you make the most of your quarter. And so planning is a key practice that's part of the system. And so there's weekly previews, there's quarterly previews. Those are things that are going to really make an incredible difference as you move forward. And then the fifth is automation. There are daily rituals. There are things that I do every day and they're documented, they're written down. And then there's a tool called the ideal week. If you had 100% control of your time, how would you use it? The ideal week really is a budget for your time, and it helps you lay out and become more strategic with how you're using your time. One of the things that really excites me is to see leaders that are just kind of aimlessly going through their days and without a whole lot of strategy begin to put these practices in place. What happens is that as they implement this system, things begin to change in their lives. And the reason I know that is they begin to change in my life. And as I look back at how God has used this in my life over these past nearly 7 years, to be able to make a difference and to move me in a direction, that's the reason why I invested the time and the money last year into becoming a full focus certified pro. I really wanted to help other leaders with the same kinds of tools that have been so helpful to me. And so if you are interested in possibly joining one of my small group coaching sessions, we've got some opportunities that are coming up in just a little bit. And I would love to talk to you about that. There are virtual learning opportunities, there are in-person learning opportunities, and I'm excited about helping leaders like you to be able to take things to a whole new level with a system. I'm working right now with 13 leaders in a little class that we're calling 2 months towards transformational action. And they're going to start the new year, 2025, with a new system. And it is so exciting to see the transformation that is already beginning. And I can't wait to see where it's going to go. As they have this new system, they get it dialed in and then begin launching into this new year with a new system and new plans. These are business owners, these are busy pastors, these are leaders in lots of different areas. But God is using this in their lives to help them to move forward and to make progress in the things that matter. And so I don't know where you're at, but if you feel stuck, if you feel completely overwhelmed and you're just not even sure where to start, I want to encourage you to look into the full focus system. And if you need a coach along the way, I'd be happy to help. Thanks again and have a great day.